Did you expect Fantastic Four to crash and burn like that?
In what way?
Okay, not that it's crashed. Okay, they haven't crashed and burned.
You mean monetarily?
Yeah, like I swear, I would have never. I mean, I didn't realize that, and it's not superhero fatigue; it's Marvel fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing that DC had to deal with, and now it's just everybody's on the opposite foot right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it really is. Before I should probably say, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Absolute Zeros podcast. It's your host Josh. With me today, again, he knows the Alien franchise inside and out. It is Mr. Know-It-All.
Hey, what's up, my know-it-alls? What's going on, brother?
Okay. So, no, I did not expect. I didn't expect Fantastic Four to drop as much as it did, but I expected it to drop a little bit. But god damn, like, okay, so this is going to be the Fantastic Four is going to, in the eyes of Marvel and probably the rest of the world, is going to be a quote unquote flop. But
which I don't think is fair, but
it really isn't, because it's not a quote unquote flop. It's a great movie, but not a lot of people are watching it because, one, there are a lot of movies out right now. Two, a lot of people don't have money, and three, people just don't really want to go back to see a Marvel movie in theaters, especially when it's coming to streaming, like maybe a few weeks like after.
It's like they're so fast. You're right.
Why do watch in theater when it'll come on streaming like a month after?
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
No, I agree. It is. It's crazy. I guess for me, the part. So what I realized, and I was saying this before when we started the show. Forgive me. That the DC lost goodwill with the audience. And began, because here's the thing: Man of Steel was not a bad movie to start.
It was not bad. It was not. I would
argue.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It had its ups and downs, but it was not a bad movie.
Right. No, agreed. And I think that the even like BVS I thought wasn't bad. I think the director's cut was better because it had like the connective tissue that needed to be there. Right. And I think that was kind of, but then you have like Aquaman was just like, oh my God, they put everything in this kitchen sink literally in this thing. And then Wonder Woman was great. I mean, we had some really good starting. But then little by little, between studio shenanigans and everything else, they began to lose audience goodwill. And that ultimately is what killed them, because people didn't want to keep coming for what they thought was going to end up being something mediocre.
Yeah.
So then now you fast forward to Marvel, and really the streaming service and mediocre movies have really done damage. And couple that with because the discourse around the political stuff has been such that, and I'm not getting into that, but what I mean is it was enough. It's enough to make you kind of notice some of the oddball things and then sit here and go, oh, wow, okay. And now, and that also has hurt things. It's the same thing with Star Wars. These things, they act like, so now you get these movies, you get Thunderbolts with, correction. I thought Captain America was a serviceable movie. I think it missed out on a lot of opportunities, and I think ultimately Sam was a co-star in his own movie.
He definitely was. It was more of a Hulk movie than anything else.
But it wasn't a bad movie per se. It just wasn't. It just when you
the story wasn't bad. It just wasn't the right story for Sam Wilson.
I agree. Yeah. No, it was kind of just. You're right. It was a cheap way to do It was a weird way of doing a Hulk sequel movie that didn't have the Hulk in it. It was very odd.
Yeah, they didn't want to have two Hulks fighting each other out, two CGI monsters.
Right. And then you get Thunderbolts, which I thought Thunderbolts was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a breath of fresh air. I thought it gave us something new we hadn't seen, which was a new look, but it had conviction. It sounded good. The dialogue everything was really, I liked Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts was definitely the start of this year's breath of fresh air in terms of comic book movies.
Well, and then right on the heels of that, you get Ironheart, which broke all our hearts. And
not a lot of people watched that either.
See? Right. But people were like, see, that's it. We knew it. It's all over and done. And then you get Fantastic Four, which in any other year should have hit $1 billion. Now, to be fair, and forgive me if I'm getting real dry here now, the Chinese market, people think, I didn't do better in China. Why didn't do better in China? The Chinese market used American movies to build itself up.
Yeah.
Now they don't need our movies as much anymore. In fact, now they're like, no, we can do, they're doing all their own thing and doing wonderful doing that.
The,
So leaning on the Chinese market hurt a lot of early superhero films which were coming out at the time.
no, yeah, yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. Like the fact that Hollywood still tries to pander to China because it is one of the highest grossing box office
Oh yeah,
numbers is
because a Friday night is the
ridiculous.
equivalent of a 3-month run here in America.
Yeah, because
Because
like
when a
Hollywood,
billion people go to
if you don't make your movies for $250 million,
yeah,
maybe you guys would make more money than you guys lose. Like, come on, you get fucking weapons over here at like under $100 or something, like a hundred.
sure,
You just like, come on, people, be smart
yeah.
with your money.
Well, and if you remember, there was a big run there where Hollywood movies were such pandering to the Chinese market. Not that, again, I don't have a problem with good storytelling, but like that whole Chinese come to the rescue in The Martian,
Hmm.
that was not in the book. That was added for the Chinese market. You know what I mean? No, that's not
Yeah,
true. That's not true. We asked for their help in the book, and they send us stuff to help. But in the movie, it became this whole like we're there, we're going to them, they're helping. It became this whole point of the plot because how else do you sell it to the Chinese market? Fair, by the way. How many America-centric movies do we make? All of them. So I get it. I get it. I'm not even remotely upset about it, but I just mean people don't want to equate. The reason I'm having this, forgive me, the reason I've gone on this is 'cause I've been reading so many bad takes online lately, where
dude.
everyone's like, oh, we're tired of comic books, we're tired of this, it's got to be the other, and blah blah blah, and Feige's got to go, and I'm like, guys, at least let's at least look at this honestly before just making crazy statements,
Like, let's look at this subjectively. What's actually
Yeah,
happening? It's like
right. Oh,
it's not comic book fatigue. I mean, that's part of it, but it's just the fact that Hollywood is spending so much on movies and CGI
right.
that they're not getting the money
Yeah.
back. Like,
No,
they're
you
spending
can't.
too much. They're spending too much on CGI.
Right. No, and that's the thing. You sit here and you say to yourself, "Well, we're gonna have to, we want if we want to make money." It's like, bro, Godzilla 1 or whatever -1 did
Yeah,
did stupid money, and these guys
stupid
did it for
money.
nothing. They did it for nothing, and they were, and not just because everyone's like, "Well, it's because it's that their work. They're like in a sweatshop." No, they were making decent money for them in their market or their world, but at the same time, this guy was like, "Look, if I want this to go as far as I want it to go, I gotta make it as cheap as I can make it."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he himself was a visual effects guy who was like, "I'm gonna." He put his hands on every VFX shot, not micromanaging, but like walking around, giving people ideas, telling them how to do it faster, more efficiently. You know what I mean? Like he really, really did a number, and it's like, guys, can we learn from this? Well, there's no need. But then, okay, then you see what we've seen, and maybe I'm getting ahead of you, forgive me, in Spider-Man and all the leaks that came out and everything else.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything unless you want to talk about it, but
We can
my
definitely
point
talk
is
about it,
that
but yeah.
there's a lot of like you see, like they're talking about, oh, we're doing practical web swinging, which let me be real upfront, they're not. If you know any, they're filming a lot of stuff, yes. But the fact is, with all the CGI that's going to have to go over that to make it work, by the time you're finished, they've just kind of used it as a reference more than anything.
More than anything,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? I don't believe we're actually going to see full-blown scenes of the guy who's actually swinging. I think we'll see a lot of, like, I think it's following a lot of the framework, but there's no way there's just be too much to have to clean up and still use that original performance.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
For reference, for context, recently the Spider-Man Brand New Day movie just started shooting, and they're giving us a lot of the behind the scenes. And the first images, the first like behind the scenes stuff that we saw is um, Tom Holland battling
that's right.
a devil's tank or whatever it is, and that looked really cool. And
It did look
I'm
super
really
cool.
looking forward to seeing Mr. Negative and the devils, like Mr.
I don't know.
Lee
I
and all
keep I
those.
keep hearing all kinds of conflicting reports. I have one leaker who we're supposed to trust who's like, he's not in it. I have another leaker who's like, he's totally in it. So I'm like, look, guys, whatever. I hope he's in it. If he's not, I'm not gonna lose sleep. No matter what, these. It's funny. Everyone's like, "Boy, of course, Marvel." Marvel's like, "Nothing to see here with Fantastic Four not doing as good as we thought it would." Come look at all this BTS of Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like they've put it out so much, and normally they're much more tight-lipped. That's because Spider-Man honestly hasn't failed yet. So Spider-Man's the
Technically,
only
yeah.
property they have. It's the only property they have that still has the goodwill of the audience. And I think, yeah, man, what are you gonna do? Like, how do you argue or fight with that?
You argue and fight with it with the fact that Marvel has said that, or supposedly said that they're going to be rebooting the MCU after friggin' Secret
Yeah,
Wars.
but I don't know how much of a reboot it's gonna be because here's the thing. It's gonna I have a feeling they're waiting. They're gonna wait until Doomsday because or better yet, they may wait until Spider-Man, but probably more likely they're gonna wait till Doomsday comes out. Because they're gonna have to make the decision. How hard are they gonna lean into this reboot? If
Yeah.
Doomsday does not mediocre, but not as much as they think it will, then yeah, they'll have to double down, or possibly if they're smart, they would relegate existing MCU to the background, elevate the X-Men and some of the newer storytelling things, and move forward.
No, I mean, if they
Just
were really
that's it.
smart, they would have stuck with Kang.
Yes, absolutely.
Like,
I'm a firm believer they should have stayed with that. The other thing is this nonsense. God, they're selling him out so hard. Did you see that Kevin Feige interview where he's like, it was always our plan to this
yeah,
and that, and I'm like, whoa,
I saw that.
y'all,
I totally do not believe that for a second.
not at all.
Not at all.
Same.
It's like once he those allegations were spread on the internet, bam, he's done. No, yeah,
Yeah, they were just
I do not
they
believe
were
that
like,
for a second.
how are we getting rid of him? It's like, bro, what are you doing?
Like, oh shit, we got to. Yeah, that's the reason they brought freaking Robert Downey Jr. as Iron as Doctor Doom out for Comic Con
Mm,
that to
agreed.
distract people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree with that, hands down.
It's
Hands down.
I don't. So supposing that it's true and they are going to do a reboot of the MCU after Secret Wars,
Right.
I it kind of invalidates Fantastic Four, the cast of Fantastic Four and Spider-Man. Like if they're going to do a full hard set reboot, it kind of invalidates both of those movies because you have great cast members with the Fantastic Four, and you have a great Spider-Man with Tom Holland. It's just like I want to see more movies, more adventures with those characters in their worlds, separate from anything in the MCU. It's just like if they're going with Doomsday, Secret Wars, and then a reboot, we only get one Fantastic Four movie with these characters.
Well, my
And
whole thought is, do they is the plan? I wonder because I haven't read. I don't want to assume. Is the plan because this is the bad part about everything they've set up now. I don't know, and this I bet you money is what a lot of this is what the hardcore fan base that has been existing, even the ones who've hung on past all the nonsense.
yeah,
Um, that's the kind of conundrums we face. How invested do I get
yeah,
in Pedro
exactly.
Pascal as Reed Richards? Because you might eventually give me someone else. How invested should I be? I think that there's a world in which you sit here and you say, okay, if they're going to change everything anyway, let's just ride with them. Let's enjoy whatever it is. And then hopefully what they get right is, I mean, if I were Kevin, I would have some other team working now on what comes after, like developing stories, ideas, the whole bit, and it's like, just come up with something that is supposed to be the next, like, what do we wake up to? How does the new
Yeah,
world look?
yeah. I honestly don't know. Like if they are doing a full hard reboot and not just like a soft reboot, like the comics where they converge all the worlds, like the Ultimate Universe and all those other universes onto 616. If they're not doing that kind of a soft reboot, just doing a pure hard reboot, I honestly don't know. I would honestly say just wait 5 or 10 years and start releasing movies after that. because
Well,
like
my whole thing is it's just why don't you just get into like here? Okay, after Secret Wars, I would say you take do a Star Wars style break of about 3 years,
yeah,
and what you do is in that time, come up with do what you did when the MCU started. Pick a character, maybe it's Nova, maybe it's something else, whoever, maybe it's maybe it's a new Captain America or somebody else down the road. You know what I'm saying? Pick characters, or maybe it's the X characters. Maybe some of them get a standalone thing or something. Maybe you do Age of Apocalypse and you build the whole thing up. Who knows? My point is, you take the time and then give us some one-offs, like you like show us the single storytelling we've seen. Like, that's what I really loved about Fantastic Four. It reminded me of Captain America Winter Soldier, or Captain America First Avenger. It reminded me of a standalone movie. I wasn't worried. I was really pleasantly surprised. I was like, oh wow, there's no connection to the outside MCU right now.
yeah,
Obviously, we know there's going to eventually be, because we saw the end of Thunderbolts. But for right now, I was like, okay, so these characters just kind of live and exist in this universe. I did, like a lot of people, I would have swore to you they were going to lose and have to escape their Earth.
that was my prediction as well. I could have sworn that up and down. I could have sworn up and down that at the end of the movie they were going to lose. They had to escape from their reality into the MCU. But yeah, that's where I thought that. That's honestly where I thought the movie was going. But that did not happen, and so yeah, we'll have to
Yeah.
see. And I don't know the bad thing about the MCU now is that we've had over a decade worth of movies and not a
Yeah.
lot of storylines have been continued or played out, because you
I
have
agree.
you have the end of the very first Doctor Strange with Baron
Right.
Mordo,
Right.
and him saying at that end
Right.
teaser, "No more wizards" or something like that, and we never see him again. And
Not a fan.
I don't count his appearance, the actor's appearance in Multiverse of Madness. That's not the same Mordo. Um,
No, I agree. No, right,
then
100%.
you have the end credits of that movie where him and what's her name, Clea, are
Clea
going
or Clea, yeah.
to the nightmare dimension. We don't see anything about that anymore. Then you
Mhm.
see friggin' Blade. We still haven't gotten a Blade movie. After all this time, still haven't gotten a Blade movie. Don't think we'll ever get a Blade movie. Um,
Yeah, I'm not super like, I'm not holding my breath, let me put it that way.
I'm like 90% sure we're never getting a Mahershala Ali Blade movie at this point, which is ridiculous because he's a phenomenal actor. It's like so many loose threads that have not been just taken back up. It's like it's ridiculous, and I mean, I don't see how Marvel, after these next few movies, can bring up the goodwill of the diehard fans, not just the general audience. The general
Well,
audience will be there whether they like it or not. But
I
just
feel
like
like they're starting to. I really do feel like they're starting to. For instance,
yeah,
even though Thunderbolts didn't do what they wanted it to, even though Fantastic Four hadn't done what they wanted it to do, they were less mediocre in terms of reception than previous things were.
hmm
I feel like this was a slow, like, it's a big ship to turn. So the fact that these didn't tank completely and actually, I mean, at the very least, Fantastic Four is going to make its budget, and I believe Thunderbolts also made its budget, and it's like those are good signs. Now everyone's expecting them to come in and like, well, if it didn't do $1 billion, it's like, bro, not everything's going to do $1 billion. That was a very very tight
those are
season.
once in a lifetime kind of numbers.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
wasn't it
Absolutely.
Endgame that
Oh yeah.
that made
Oh yeah.
almost $3 billion?
Bro, Phase 3 made like 18 billion or
It's
something
like,
ridiculous. It's like,
yeah,
seriously, it made
insane.
ridiculous money. So, and I'm like that, and that's not like, the problem is now, because Studio Think, well, then just keep doing what we've been doing. And it's like, bro, it's not going to work, man. You got to back off. Look at it. Why do you think all the other people are like Warner Brothers is flying high right now? Because they've been putting out consistent movies. I'm not even talking about DC, just Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
They've been putting out consistent low budget movies that are a lot of them original, or some are based on loosely IP, and they're doing great, and they're very happy. And that's really, I mean, that's what you can hope for. And I think, and they're like, well, if James Gunn does well, awesome. And then you get to the Superman of it all. I think Superman, everyone's like, why didn't he perform as well as he could have? Bro, the movie just broke 600 million. It can, or it's going to this weekend.
Yeah.
It can, it is rebuilding. It is rebuilding goodwill. And I think it did a good job doing that. So again, when you look at those two things, and forgive me if this is not at all what you want to talk about today.
No, yeah, that's totally fine.
So I feel like it's such a fascinating thing to look at. It's like we're about to enter the DC Assance, while Marvel's kind of like, no, please don't forget us.
DC Renaissance, yeah.
Yeah, man, it's unreal. And we're gonna get stuff that I think a lot of us are gonna like. So anyway,
It also doesn't.
Yeah.
It also doesn't help Marvel Studios that they want every single thing to be connected to the
Right.
MCU. Like, what happened
Why,
to the
bro?
what happened to the days? What happened to the days where we could just get a Spider-Man TV show that was absolutely fantastic and didn't have to connect to any like
Right.
larger universe? Spectacular
Right.
Spider-Man, the
Yeah.
Spider-Man animated series. Give us Marvel animated movies that don't have to connect to anything. Like, the Marvel animated movies
Sure.
were never great compared to the DC animated movies, but I mean, at least they were still trying to do their own thing.
Well, and that's, I think, the biggest problem that I had with What If, is that What If had wonderful ideas, but kept having to be a slave to this idea of the MCU and the multiverse and
It's all
everything else.
connected, yeah.
And it's
yeah.
like, dude, just tell your stupid story. Okay, seriously, Howard the Duck was Howard the Duck one with what's her face when they have a baby. That was a wonderful episode
That
because it was
great.
stupid and it was by itself and it was crazy, you know. But they didn't want to really go for it. They didn't want to be like, you know, give me Spider-Man as Captain Cosmos or whatever his name is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like give me those kind of fun, weird things, and that would have been awesome.
I miss when Marvel gave us like quality animated shows that
I agree.
weren't really connected to anything. Like, I'm watching the Avengers Assemble animated show right now, and it's
Are you really?
I am. I
Right
really
on.
am.
Okay,
It's
fair
a
enough.
good show. It's not perfection in itself, but it's a fun little 20-minute show. And I enjoy it. I like that it's connected to the Ultimate Spider-Man show fairly loosely, but I mean, other than that, it really wasn't connected to the MCU other than them trying to say it originally was supposed to emulate the designs of the MCU. But I mean, it's a decent little show that has nothing to do with the MCU, and in all honesty, kind of does the Avengers better than the live action movies.
Totally.
In the fact that they have 20-minute adventures every single week, and actually have like decent humor and villains, like friggin' Atuma.
Oh, for real? No, for real.
Is great. No, yeah, I'm looking forward to Spider-Man, Brand New Day. I'm looking forward to seeing him team up with Punisher. That's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, the fact that today was a BTS picture that came out of him sitting on the Punisher van, and it was between shots, and I'm just like, look at this nonsense. We get Spider-Man on the Punisher van. We're getting the Punisher van. Okay, come on, that's amazing to me. I'm like, right on, bro. Let's do that.
Right on. Now just give me Daredevil season 2. I just
Well,
need it.
and what do you think of that? Are you? Is that on your list of things to talk about? Have you heard about Charlie Cox's potential verbal slip?
I have not want to
So
go into that.
yeah, real quick. He was real fast. He was at a convention. He was talking about the stories and stuff he likes,
Yeah.
and he mentioned he's like, yeah. So when we finished filming this last season, and everyone was immediately like, oh my god, it's the last season, last season. Vincent D'Onofrio comes out and was like, look, I think Charlie, in the heat of and the excitement of the moment, answering a question, he means the last one we just filmed.
The latest
He's like,
season. Yeah.
yeah, like this is not the finals, the last season,
I
as far as
I
we
heard you
know.
say that, and I immediately understood what he said. Like, how do
Yeah,
people not understand
exactly.
that? They just need to go back to
Because people
school.
want to hear anything. They're like, he said it's the last season, it's silver. It's like, oh, whatever,
They
bro.
just need to go back to
Or
school.
the final season
grammar,
or something. It's like,
school.
I don't know. Yeah.
We need grammar
So it's
Nazis
just
come
fun.
back.
We totally do. But no, it's good though. Dude, I'm excited for what I'm excited. I love this stuff, and even if it just becomes less of it, I will still love this stuff. So
Yeah,
it's all good.
I'm looking forward to comic accurate Daredevil again. More of that, and comic
No, for
accurate
real.
Punisher, Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
Spider-Man outfit looks phenomenal.
It does look really good, and everyone's like, I hope they don't CGI it. Look, they probably still will, but my point is, it looks great on its own right now,
It looks
and
better.
that's
It looks better than
huge.
Homecoming.
It really does. Like it's amazing, and the thing is, it's the classic Spider-Man outfit,
Mm-hmm.
and
It's
I'm so
also
here for it.
it's also a bit of an homage to Garfield and
Yes, yes,
to both of their outfits.
yeah, man. I love that. The fact that it's got the
Garfield Blue Wire,
raised
yeah.
webbing,
Yeah.
and it's also got like the bigger symbol that's a little more stylized, and the eyes are a little bit bigger. It's the whole thing. I'm really excited for it. I love it. And Tom Holland, what a great flag bearer for that, man.
Seriously,
He's
yeah.
such a champ. If you look at any of the BTS stuff, he's shaking hands. He's telling when he couldn't, he was like, I can't, they'll ruin the gloves. But he's like taking pictures with people. Like he's very actively present. And I think that's so cool.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely the best person to be taking on the Spider-Man mantle. And yeah, in all honesty, we haven't ever had a bad live action Hollywood actor portray Spider-Man yet.
I agree.
So
I agree.
I think I'll honestly take that as an absolute win. Like Hollywood is doing great with Spider-Man. We just need the Amazing Spider-Man 3. Give us the Amazing Spider-Man 3, Sony.
That would be amazing if they did do that.
Let Andrew Garfield be Spider-Man one more time. Please. Please.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, it's great. I'm looking forward to it. It's just so good. I can't wait. Anyway, dude, Alien Earth came out this last week, and I am really digging it. So as of now, there are only like 2 episodes, and both of them are about an hour long, give or take. So I really want to get into this.
Let's do it.
This show takes place 2 years before
Mm-hmm.
the very first Alien movie, but it doesn't have any connection to the movie whatsoever, as far as we know, other than the fact that it's in the Alien universe. Like they've said that.
Well, other than the fact that that they showed us Timu Ripley and the group that was, remember, like it opens with like a discount version of the original crew because it's another crew on another thing. But you got them all. You got the guy with the cowboy hat. You got the one that's really rough. You got the surly kind of synth.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, everybody here, I get who all of you are supposed to be. I loved it. Well, and it's felt so, oh my gosh, the aesthetic, bro.
Like, the aesthetic is great.
So
like they
good.
captured
I
those
was
80
blown
vibes
away.
perfectly.
Down to those screens, the big chunky buttons, all of it. I was like, good for you.
I've got a few nitpicks with this,
Go for
but the only negative I have of the first and second episode is that I really want to see their adventure with the xenomorph on the ship, like as a full-on movie. I think that would be a great story because we get snippets here and there.
They have it.
Oh, they do?
It's called Alien.
Shut up!
It's, dude, that was
Shut up!
I swear it's the so story. I swear, I'm watching this and I'm like, oh, so we know how this went, with the exception of the fact that in this version the android won.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
but it's this. And by the way, I'm not spoiling anything. It's literally the opening 10 minutes. Is
No,
this
yeah, it's
not
literally,
exposition dump,
yeah,
but they
dude,
show you.
it's great. So they're a research, deep space research,
Mm-hmm.
research and recovery vessel,
Yeah,
gathering specimens, creatures from different worlds, and
that was
they have
unique. A lot of specimens. I was
a
shocked by how
lot of specimens.
different.
Now this is getting ahead of myself a little bit. The xenomorph is fantastic. It looks amazing. Not
Bro.
the creepiest or scariest creature in this. To me,
Also, spoiler, non-spoiler, you see it. Like they're not
no,
hiding it.
they're not hiding it. It's full blown sassy.
Yeah,
Sassy
first episode,
xenomorph.
second episode, it's in and it's gorgeous and it looks and they didn't try to reinvent it. It is classic. It is beautiful. The camera work whenever they show it, you get all those creepy over the shoulder thing, and I'm like, oh, I'm here for all of them.
Look at the xenomorph does the moonwalk in the first episode.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Backs up.
You
It's like beep beep beep. Hello.
You expect him to almost be the one who like slides in like risky business.
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. So xenomorph looks fantastic. Not to me. Not the scariest creature in this. To me, the scariest
No,
creature
true.
would be the multi-eye creature.
Oh my gosh, I know.
This is like,
I was like,
whoa,
what?
dude? That
What
thing
craziness
is
this?
creepy.
And then there's the leech from hell.
Oh god, the leech from hell. Fucking
That thing was. I was like, what is going on, bro? And so the fact that there are other things to worry about, I was like, okay, that's a smart misdirect. It isn't just the xenomorph that's dangerous and everything else is just a fun little zoo creature. No, everything sucks. It is all bad.
Everything sucks and we're all gonna die.
No, for real. That's about it. That's it. That's exactly it.
Oh god, they're creepy. The fact that the xenomorph isn't the most terrifying creature at the moment is just terrifying to me. It's like, oh my god, why are there so many other creatures in the universe? Why can't it just be the xenomorph? That's creepy. Yeah. Gonna have nightmares. Gonna have nightmares about that cat, man.
About that cat. No, for real. Oh my gosh, that was, and I'm looking at it, going, "What happened? What?" And then it happens, and I'm not going to spoil it. Like, oh my god, that's terrifying.
Oh god,
I'm a cat owner, so I'm just like, oh god.
I'm a cat owner too. It's gonna creep me out.
Yeah, no.
Sleep with an eye
trigger
open.
warning. Trigger warning.
Very big trigger warning.
Kill the cat. Yeah, just in case you're, just understand it's in service to a greater story. But man, and then they don't really see it. You don't see it. This is post it happening. So
yeah. You're never gonna look at your cat the same way again.
What's wrong with your eye? What's wrong with your eye? Tell me right now.
Honey, where's my gun?
For real. Why does my cat have human looking eyes?
So Sydney Chandler plays Wendy in this. So she is the main character, and she is originally a terminally ill 11-year-old girl, played by Florence Bensberg. Cute girl. And so she is put into a synthetic body, and the premise of the Earth story is that there are 4 or 5 major companies battling to be first in the intelligence race. Like, you got your androids, you got your synthetics, you have your AIs, and it's Weyland Yutani, Prodigy, and just various other companies trying to
those are the two primary, the big ones.
Yeah.
I kind of dug the lore that they've built in terms of, like, I guess I never really understood the fact that, and maybe this is lore that I missed somewhere, and without going to like comic books or extra lore stuff, but like the fact that the world is basically, there are no governments anymore. There's corporations.
Yeah.
like the corporations run everything.
Yeah, corporations run everything.
Governments
It's
are basically just, hey, you know what? You guys are the ones who are going to custodian making sure everybody eats and can exist. We're going to run everything else.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because that's really what it boils down to. This whole thing's the premise of this thing, not to go too crazy into the weeds. A ship crashes into a prodigy like island, which is a country.
Yeah, yeah.
And they have their own police, they have their own everything, their own citizenry, everything. And they're having to recover it. And then you get this really interesting conversation between the kid,
The
the
boy
head of Prodigy,
genius.
who's the youngest trillionaire ever, and the Weyland Yutani, the person who's currently CEO of Weyland Yutani, which is this Asian woman. And it's so interesting the way they talk. And he's like, that's why we have lawyers, so we don't get into all these fights. You have yours, call mine. And I'm just like, oh my God, that's how you guys do things? That's crazy.
I know you get so much more lore in this. And
But I like it. I like it.
what's interesting is that this shows that these first two episodes show that Weyland Yutani is very clear, very much knows about the xenomorph and
Oh yeah.
wants them
Yeah.
very badly. So
Agreed.
we have to wonder, how did they first discover the xenomorph, and what does that first mission look like?
Well, we keep going further and further back in time, and I'm just like,
Just like, come
guys,
on,
at what
just
point?
show us the first mission.
Yeah.
How did they discover the xenomorphs? Because obviously now the first Alien movie is not the first time they have heard of the xenomorphs.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
really,
No, it can't be.
I really want to know.
Well, and remember, they implied to us that they knew. And what's his face?
David.
If you saw Alien Romulus,
Oh,
Alien Romulus gives you a little more information about that history.
yeah.
In terms of what's his face when they bring Rook or whatever his name is back, that one android who's actually the deceased actor, it's a whole thing.
I think you got it right,
And
Brooke.
and he talks about, he talks about the Promethean thing, the incident. He gives you he lays down all the groundwork for things, even so much as I believe they mentioned the name of the ship that crashed in that part. So I was like, okay, so we know this is part of the lore and the history. But are you noticing what they're doing though?
Hmm.
That's the least important part of this story. The alien part, honestly, is the MacGuffin into showing us this sci-fi Game of Thrones world that they've created.
Oh yeah.
I really do think that. And the alien is just like it's the inciting incident for everything. And right when you need an ex machina, they're gonna have an alien show up out of the ceiling and change the vibe of everything. So I feel like that's what's gonna happen from here on out.
Yeah, it's really interesting. So the main character, Wendy, has a brother
Mm-hmm.
named
Joe.
Joe. And the whole reason that she gets involved is because he is a medic for Prodigy, and he gets sent to the crashed ship to investigate and get people out of there. It's a search and rescue for him. So he's the first one to encounter the xenomorph. So Wendy and all her band of merry men are sent to the Prodigy building, and they are trying to recover everything from the Weyland Yutani ship before Weyland Yutani is able to get them.
The other thing that I thought was crazy was I was expecting. So okay, I like the fact that they sort of break type in that, because Wendy, to save her brother, whatever, she goes straight up to the guy, the boy genius.
Yeah,
I can't remember if his name was October or what his name was, or Arthur.
the boy
who
genius?
was he? Yeah, I'm trying to remember what his name was. Anyway, but
Boy
he's essentially
Cavalier.
They use this whole thing. He's an allegory for Peter Pan,
More or less.
and
Yeah.
so he's but they she goes to him and she says, send us, we're stronger, we're this and that, we can help this and the other. And he looks, and I have expected to be like, no. And I expected in a normal universe he would have said no, they would have done it themselves, and he would have spun it. But nope, this time, and I thought it was so refreshing, he goes, yeah, go send him, why not? And I was like, oh, okay, no training, no nothing, just you guys are strong, good luck.
I know.
You got 11-year-old minds, but hey, whatever.
I know, and the fact that one of my nitpicks is that the the kids in this, like the synths in this, they're
Mm-hmm.
a little annoying. But then I also had to remind myself that they are children with no military training, so they're in adult bodies. They're children in adult bodies, no military training. They're they're still learning how to go around, like how to exist, and so they're acting a little childish. So that's really cool to see, like children in this scenario.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
But
Yeah, I thought it was one
yeah,
of the things I was impressed by. I was impressed. I really was.
really,
The fact
really
that they
nice.
juggle that the storyline and the kids are doing the acting, even the people who are now grown-ups, who the actors who are doing the synth version of the bodies or whatever,
Yeah,
they're doing wonderful. Because you got to sit here, you're like, oh my gosh, you're behaving like a child in this scenario. That's great.
is
I was
great.
good. It was good.
Is really
Wendy's
good.
haircut's kind of weird. I'm like, did you guys just want something that made her look slightly like an anime character? Like, what was the deal with that?
I don't know. I don't know. I think they just wanted her to have like a short cut bob.
But like everybody else has normal haircuts. She's got this like, I don't know. She reminded me of. I swear she just reminded me of an anime character for some reason. I was like, okay, well, that's fine, whatever.
I don't know.
But yeah, no, it's good.
The dude, I love the xenomorph in this because it's got that air of menace and also just
Yes.
just sassy just vibes
Sass.
to
I
it
love it.
because
That's right. A little
when
bit of sass.
it's got that little bit of sass, a little bit of xenomorph sass. It's
That's awesome.
hilarious because the second
Oh my
think
god, I love
like
that.
the third time we see it is
Yeah.
during the party scene.
True story. You're absolutely right,
it's
sir.
it's on the
Hmm.
sculpture. You can clearly see it's on the
No, but
sculpture.
at first, I'll be honest, I couldn't because the sculpture was also kind of curved like the thing until it moved its head. I was like,
It's like-
oh,
and then it moves. It's
yeah.
like, oh shit, run, run, run.
For real. No, and then, oh, so I don't care. People can be like, it's for budget reasons. Getting dude to like fall on the ground and either be hit in the head or something. And meanwhile, you hear everybody in the place
The
dying because
absolute
the xenomorphs
carnage.
just cleaning house. I was like, that is brilliant because my mind was painting a much more gory picture. And it was so well done the way they did it sound wise. I was
Yeah.
like, that's awesome. That is great.
The fact that he cleaned house in under 10 seconds.
Oh, bro. And dude's just like shaking he's trying to get up. And he's like, what's going on? And all of a sudden it gets dead silent. The silence would have alerted me fast. I'd have been like, oh crap.
Oh
Why'd it get
yeah,
quiet?
big time. And the audio cues with the xenomorph in
Yes.
background upstairs, like get out of there, bastard, get out of
Yeah.
there.
Get out of there. Heck yeah,
Uh,
man. Heck yeah. Ugh.
it's great. The first two episodes are phenomenal. Unfortunately, it's
Mm-hmm.
only 8 episodes, so
Yeah. That's
I
sad.
don't know if they're gonna do another season. I honestly hope not, just because of the fact that why do we need sequels to everything?
Yeah, I agree. Like,
Like
what's the deal
I
with
would
that? Like,
love
why?
more of Alien Earth, but I mean, if the story doesn't really do anything to further this to further, why do we need a second season? Like I would love for this to just be a solid one season.
I suppose.
Now that
Why you a
being
hater? I'm just kidding. Why you a hater?
I'm
What's
not
wrong
a
with you?
I'm
Why
not
you hate everything?
I'm a hater of multiple
That's
seasons.
right. Why can nothing be good enough for you? No, I'm kidding.
uh,
I'm with you, bro. No, I'm with you though. I'm with you. I'm like, let's make it solid, and I think I'll be. And I'm with you. I make it solid, and that'll not forgive, but like, I won't need anything else. If you make it just good, make it solid, make it work, we're in. You know.
yeah, absolutely. I'm so just based off of these two episodes, what are your hopes for the remainder of the season? What do you think is gonna happen, or at least in the next episode?
That's a great question. I think, golly,
Because I think the final words that Wendy says at the end of the episode is guard the omelet. Because they
oh my
found
gosh, hilarious.
all the facehugger eggs.
Hmm.
It's hilarious. Guard the omelet.
So I'm hoping it doesn't do this because so far it's been pleasantly surprising.
Yeah.
I think we might end up seeing either because remember this place takes place 2 years before whatever.
Hmm.
I think what we're going to end up finding out, that the ship that the Nebuchadnezzar or whatever they're called, the original alien ship, the one from Alien, they were
Yeah.
originally sent. I believe they were originally sent to find what they were sent out there to find that other ship or lost whatever that was lost.
Hmm.
And I have a feeling that the one we saw from the beginning of the episode for episode 1 either was a dual because it had to have a dual purpose. It was with them something. I believe we're going to see a connective tissue behind all of this, and ultimately, this may be the series of events where they're going to be like, okay, we need to send another ship, get some folks who's nearby. Oh, we have these cleanup crew of whatever. Like, okay, cool, send them. You know what I mean? Like I have a feeling that we're gonna somehow this is gonna butt into or connect up with the Alien movie into
I
more directly.
now I'm of the opposite opinion. I don't think that's going to happen at all. I think at this moment I think it's Nostradamus. Let me actually
The
look.
Nostromos.
Nostromos. I think the Nostromos is already deep in space. Like it's already deep in space looking for the Prometheus planet.
Well, because somehow I think that somehow these are. Remember, Wayland. This whole story is about Wayland Yutani and their. I mean, obviously we know it's all about capitalism and overreach and blah blah blah. But I think that the ultimate story that we're always seeing is Wayland Yutani constantly failing to get this thing more than anything else. They
Yeah,
want this thing, and if they can't get this thing, then they have to. They're trying to keep their eyes on this ball. And sure enough, I think that we're going to end up seeing that they knew. I think the Nostromos was not specifically sent to this thing. I think they were sent because remember, they shoot them out and they take hyperspace or whatever else. So chances are they may be like, well, there's a group. We can bring them out of hyperspace. They were supposed to be traveling to this, and we can redirect them. Tell them they need to go here or do this other thing. Let's change their mission.
possibly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I could see like because remember that it's still a Wayland ship, even if it's not a science ship
Yeah.
specifically. So I could see that because they're following this. This is Wayland's white whale. Since Prometheus and the events of that whole storyline, this is the white whale of that whole scenario.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Okay. So I'm looking at the Wikipedia for the
Mm-hmm.
first Alien movie. It says in the plot it says the commercial space tug Nostromo is returning to Earth with a 7-member crew. So I believe that Nostromo is in deep space, and yeah, what you said, Wayland Yutani could be at the end of this could send out like a little message saying, "Hey, we need you guys to divert to this planet over here."
Yeah, I find. I mean, this makes me want to watch the. Honestly, the show's doing a great job. It makes me want to watch the original Alien again.
Yeah, same.
Just to kind of be like, how does this all connect? Like, because clearly they're going from some thought. And I'm like, let's see. I would just love to see how well that comes together.
Yeah, yeah. And honestly, it'll like what you said. Like the xenomorph has been their white whale since day one. I honestly would love to
Yeah.
see what happens when they get when and if they actually ever get their hands on a xenomorph.
Well, they kind of tried to allude a little bit to something like that in Romulus, Alien Romulus,
Yeah,
with the idea because I don't know if you remember that movie. They had they found the
the queen.
like there was a compound that they were able to synthesize that helps like that in rats helps them rebuild and reorganize their bodies to better survive or whatever. And it's like, well,
Mhm.
maybe you can help humans heal faster. Who knows? And I feel like that's sort of the that's the kind of things they want to do. It's funny. I don't think it's even like, because now that I've seen their world, I don't think it's like it's for military purposes to build a better soldier, which is the classic answer. I think it's more like no, they want to find any way to monetize and patent this alien's body and what it can do, no matter what. Like we got to figure this thing out.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right.
It's amazing that even after all this time, after over like what 40 years, 30 40 years, we still don't know exactly what Weyland Yutani wants with the xenomorphs. Like
Agreed.
we've had hints, but we still don't know exactly what they want with it. It's kind of creepy. Kind of creepy.
I love that. Like, you know what? Frankly, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah,
I don't care what you say.
Kind of creepy. Little organization, little corporation wants this massive xenomorph guy. This little murder machine for some
Murder machine.
diversions. Yeah, it's just a little murder.
It's funny. It's like, and the reasons you think are not at all why we want it.
Cute little murder machine. Yeah. It's just he's just a little guy. Just a little murder boy.
Oh my god, I hate you so much. That's hilarious. Oh my god, that's stupid funny.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to the rest of the season. It's airs on Hulu and FX every Tuesday. So yeah, definitely looking forward to it. But
I'm with you.
I guess with that being said, I honestly don't have anything else that I want to talk about. Do you have anything else?
No, I'm good. I loved our talk about the Marvel stuff and whatnot. So, I mean, if you guys missed that, just go back to the beginning of the podcast. It's really kind of interesting. We kind of dove into that a little bit. But I'm super excited again for what. So I think I'm more excited for the fact that anything is this exciting. For instance, when Shogun came out, I was like, gosh, this is great. When Monarch came out, I was like, wow, this is great. This thing, I'm like, this is really good. It's good to know that there are still places that are not superheroes, that are not, the usual stuff, and they're making good quality entertainment still.
Yeah.
And I'm down. I'm here for it because this is an amazing show that I did not expect. I say that in my review, which is coming out either late tonight or first thing in the morning. And I was like, I didn't even know this was a thing until I suddenly saw, oh, it's on TV. Okay. Like I had no clue. Seriously. I vaguely remember having seen like a trailer, but it didn't mean anything to me. And so now I'm like, and then it turned out to be so good. So like,
dude, that was my worry. Like my worry was, oh, it's an alien TV show. I really hope it's not bad.
Hope it doesn't suck. It's like, yeah, man, no, it's just decent. I was blown away.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
It's good stuff.
All right. Well, with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed Mr. Know-It-All. Thank you for coming on. It's been a blast. Yeah, I can't wait for more Alien Earth. All right, guys. Hopefully you guys had a good rest of your week. We will see you guys in the next couple weeks where we'll be talking about San Japan. So, that being said, you guys have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.